Nice underwater footage, huh? All right, let's back up. Now, if you were like me at that moment, you're asking yourself, what the heck just happened? Well, we're going to take a good look at that right now. Somebody asked me not long ago when was the last time that I turned over accidentally. I've had a lot of close calls, primarily coming from running up on rocks or logs or things underwater and kind of throwing my boat off balance. But as far as just losing it and going overboard, I can't remember the last time that it happened. So we're going along, and I reached down and realized that my keys and my wallet are still in my pockets. Normally I stow those away in a dry bag or hatch or something. So I told Molly, hey, I'm going to put these away. And she said, fine, I'm going to rig up my fishing pole while you do that. So as I'm doing that, the dry bag that I was going to put them in was out of my reach, and it was beyond the middle seat. And, a lot of times I try to use my paddle to grab stuff whenever I can. I think that's a cool skill to develop, to be able to use a paddle, kind of like an extension of my arm. But anyway, I probably should have done that this time, but I didn't. So what I did was I came out of my seat and kind of rocked forward, put all my weight on the balls of my feet, and I was reaching forward for that dry bag. Well, my boots were a little wet, the bottom of the boat was wet, my left foot slipped, I fell to the left side, and that was it. We went over. There was no stopping it. I weigh a lot more than Molly, so once I started that boat going that way, she was just along for the ride. But just not having the time in the canoe, I think that lack of experience got me. Next time I think I'll probably get on my knees to kind of move forward in the boat, reach whatever I need to. I just have to keep my weight centered and keep it lower. And I knew those things, but again, I just kind of gotten out of practice. But there was several things that worked in our favor here that really were out of our control, that made this not near as bad as it could have. First of all, the air temp was 65 degrees. And in January, that's impressive, even in Alabama. Second of all, we were in about 2 to 3 foot of water. That helped us in our recovery process. The banks were very gradual. They weren't steep, and so we had places to get over to the side to dump the boat and get everything gathered back up. And we were within eyeshot of the truck when this happened. So if we needed to get back quickly, we could have. So those things really helped make this not as bad as it could have been, and these were out of our control. Now, 2 things that we could control that really helped us out. First of all, obviously, as you see that we both had on our life vest, that's a good thing. I don't always wear one in the summer, but in the wintertime, absolutely. I wear one every outing. When you hit that cold water, that's just one less thing you have to think about and worry about. So definitely wear your life vest as much as possible, but especially in colder water. Second of all, I had everything tethered to the boat. I learned this from watching other kayakers. I probably wouldn't have thought about this, but I've seen a lot of videos where people lose stuff. And so all my dry bags, my cameras, everything was tethered to the boat with paracord and carabiners, and that saved me. We kept everything. We didn't lose anything. And here's a still shot from the video that shows everything kind of tied together in the floor of the boat. And that's what kept everything together. Now, I will say this. One thing I thought about was that in some situations, this could be bad. You could get a foot hung up in that gets hung up on a limb or whatever. It could be a little tricky. So I'll have to think about that going forward. But definitely having everything tethered saved me and saved all my gear, and especially my cameras. I would have hated to have lost those, especially since my pole in the back snapped. I don't know if it was from hitting the water so hard or actually going beyond the water and then hitting the ground, because like I said, it was shallow, but snapped my pole. So having everything tethered was a big lifesaver. Anyway, so since I learned so much from watching other people, including their mishaps, I hope that people can learn from this. This can help people out. So here's my little mishap of turning the boat over. It was entirely my fault, but I hope that everybody can, first of all, enjoy it, but then maybe, too, learn something from it, too. All right, everybody stay safe out there, and hope to see y'all on the water soon.